Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with their daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Quant networks, or QNT. So with that in mind, sit back, relax, and before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. So with that in mind, let's just jump in and let's talk about what is happening. So the market is kind of bouncing back a little bit. I still want Bitcoin over 53K. I want Ethereum at around almost 5K, as Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin lately, which is very good to see. Ethereum dominance is rising. Bitcoin dominance is kind of sitting stable. We've been seeing this throughout the entire market just lately. Now, on the 24-hour span, some altcoins are bouncing back. Some altcoins are doing some parabolic moves, and we're seeing that. 35% on BitTorrent. We're seeing 27% on BSV. There is a lot of moves happening throughout the market. Now, QNT, to a lot of people, I'm sure is one of the most frustrating holds right now, because you probably have been listening to videos, you've probably been doing research, and you're like, why is the price still going down? Why is there people selling this? Well, ultimately speaking, we are seeing the volume on the overall trade volume up about almost 70%. We aren't seeing too much movement into the upside just yet. I think that downside is still not limited yet, because we only bounced off of like the 151 mark. Like I said, we still have to watch this closely. We have been in a solid decline for a little bit of time now, even going all the way back as far as pretty much September 9th. Since then, it's just been a downward slope. And I'm sure a lot of people are probably concerned with this. They are probably annoyed with this. And I just want you guys to all understand that this is an altcoin that I don't even look at the overall revenue, like the ROI in general, because I am going to be holding this very, very long. In terms of the all-time low, which we know was 3 years ago, it's up 106,000%. The ROI currently is about 11,454%. Now, you might be looking at this and probably concerned and saying, well, did I just buy the top of this or something? No. That is not the case. In my mind, I've always said that QNT is going to be much bigger than most people actually see it. In terms of the 3-month span, you are seeing a lot of accumulation happening. You're not the only individual buying this if you did just buy this recently. I think that the dip was perfect in terms of an opportunity on QNT. But when we look at stuff like this, so I talked about this for a very long time. I said I accumulate QNT not because I'm looking for profits this bull run, but because I know in time that there will no longer be any more to buy. The price of QNT will be well beyond Bitcoin's price. I don't care about a 5K, a 10K, or even a 50K QNT. I am looking at 100K to $1 million. Now, a lot of people probably think that I'm crazy for saying $1 million, but it's really not that unrealistic. Okay, people have been saying that Bitcoin's going to reach $1 million at some point in time. Okay, at a $1 million overall, Bitcoin, we're looking at an $18.9 trillion market cap, and we can kind of just copy that, and we can pretty much see where QNT would be at in terms of that market cap. It's an 8,094x, by the way, but we would be worth about $1.4 million at that $18.9 trillion market cap. But people suspect that that is going to be happening very, very soon. In my mind, I don't think it's going to happen very soon. I think that we still have a little bit of time until we get to that point. In my mind, I've always said this, okay? We are pretty close to the point of, retail true adoption. And when I say retail adoption, I mean retail individuals utilizing this technology on a day-to-day basis without knowing that they are. Okay, we're talking more so about financial institutions and banks utilizing blockchain technology or a DLT technology that still needs network interoperability. And guess what that is going to be? QNT. We do see here, you don't trade QNT, you accumulate it, hold it, and one day retire on it. Any interoperability in this space in this upcoming new era in finance, hey, by all means, cover off your investments, guys, and be sensible. But if you're not missing the money, then hold for freedom. And that is the truth. QNT is going to provide generational wealth. And you might be wondering, well, why? Well, first off, we look here, right? In your opinion, which blockchain will make it in the future and why? It will be a multi-blockchain world. Interoperability is going to be the key. Blockchains that can scale rapidly will be able to become the dApp centers of the world. These chains will see maximum value accumulation. I guess we're yet to see massively scalable blockchains. And we do see some massively scalable blockchains doing like 10,000 transactions per second, but a lot of people kind of just turning their eye to it, aka HBAR. But when we're talking about interoperability being the key aspect here, there is only one asset providing true, authentic interoperability, and that is QNT. And that is why they are partnered with multiple, pretty much, companies and major, institutions around the world. Now, we do see here, this is coming from Powered by Chainlink. Today, $80+ billion secured. Tomorrow, the multi-trillion-dollar global economy. And this is the remaining market for smart contracts is trillions. DeFi right now, $280 billion in market cap. Cryptocurrency, $2.8 trillion. We're talking more so about gold being worth $10.9 trillion. The stock market, $89.5 trillion. Okay, $89.5 trillion. We know that right now, okay, a large percentage of this market cap is on Bitcoin. But that is because Bitcoin is the dominance factor of this entire market. It is the king that we need to bow down to, essentially, for now. When an overall utility-driven market is here, QNT is going to prosper well beyond the means of Bitcoin. So if we're talking more so about crypto being a $90 trillion market cap, and say for so, I don't know, the number one altcoin is pretty much grasping up possibly, we'll just say 50% of it, and we'll just go to 100 trillion, right? QNT, if it's worth $50 trillion, and I'm not doing this because of hopium, but look at that massive price evaluation for that. $3.7 million per quant. Now, of course, this is very far away, okay? But I suspect that we will get to these at some point in time. They're talking about a $1 quadrillion market cap for derivatives. They're talking about global real estate, $280.6 trillion. We still have a lot of room to make up, but we still are a fairly long time away from the overall mass adoption that still needs to take place. We still have a lot of networks and pretty much upgrades to be brought in. Now, of course, when we're looking at QNT, QNT is one of the only 3 companies that provide financial infrastructure to Oracle as a fintech partner. QNT is the only company that provides universal interoperability for Oracle's blockchain. QNT is the only API gateway for all DLTs listed on Oracle's cloud marketplace. And of course, a lot of these are ones that you probably are familiar with. First off, we look at QNT with R3. There you guys have it. R3 is a huge name in the game. We've talked about that. They are talking about Hyperledger Cactus as well. I know that they have talked about Hyperledger Basu. They've talked about, a lot of the major API gateways that we still need in this space. And of course, here's a graphic by, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but of course, here you guys have it. So QNT is going to be the gateway for all of this. So first off, we look at cross-border supply chain, send and receive funds, DLNs or decentralized ledger networks. There is so much growth in store for QNT because it's going to be connected to everything, all of the major DOTs, and of course foundation development app plug and play. This is all plug and play through Hyperledger Fabric, of course Hyperledger Basu, Corda, Oracle. The sky is the limit. And I've been trying to tell you guys that for a very long time. And of course, here you guys have it as well. Quant plus Constellation, data pipeline, security on multi-blockchain through Quant gateway for big data. And here you guys have it. Here's all those connections. Like I said, permissionless blockchain, existing networks, permission blockchain as well. This is going to be all of them connected perfectly through one massive network. And of course, QNT is the only market-ready solution to interoperate different ledgers at scale right now, says Oracle. CBDCs need cross-chain functionality and universal interoperability to achieve mass adoption. QNT is in the process of patenting their multi-ledger token tech. CBDCs need QNT. And I've always discussed this. Of course, when we're talking about mass adoption, we're still a little bit away. Okay, we will get there at some point in time. But like I said, even if we're just worth $1 trillion, we would be worth 75K almost. Okay? And I just want you guys to understand that this is an easy $1 trillion asset. Right now, CBDCs and these major financial institutions just aren't in crypto yet. A utility-driven market is not here yet. It's not if, it's when. When that happens, don't expect to scoop up QNT, at $174. That's why I'm not trading this. You'd honestly be crazy to trade something that has less supply than Bitcoin, okay? And it has extremely unique use case capabilities that go well beyond Bitcoin's value. I'd argue that QNT is a better store of value if QNT, of course, had the dominance factors that Bitcoin has, which I suspect in some point in time we will. Now, of course, Oracle, Quant Networks, provider of universal DLT interoperability for enterprises, Visa, Universal Payment Channel UPC, will act as a universal adapter among blockchains. Connect the dots, QNT, TikTok. And of course, from Gilbert Verdian himself, we're not a cryptocurrency or a company that wants to be Bitcoin. We're here to re-architect and implement the new financial infrastructure to bring about mass adoption of blockchain and hyper-decentralization to benefit people. The last time this opportunity came about was in the 1960s when we moved to electronic financial systems. Understand what you are holding. The revolution is nearing. And of course, most layer ones have the same garbage use cases competing with each other: decentralized exchanges, liquidity, NFTs, oracles, stablecoins, etc. It's saturated with not a lot of utility. QNT is onboarding existing billion-dollar workflows put on DLTs. Therefore, QNT as a utility will outshine crypto very soon. The same goes for other enterprise-focused cryptos. Utility from day one by entities that have existed for decades with money to make it a success. Enterprises are late to the party, but they will change our current top 100 very quickly coming years. Utility will win in this game, and that is exactly why I say QNT will be at some high-level targets. I always said $1 million is possible for QNT in time. In fact, I don't even think it's possible. I think it's going to happen at some point in time. Okay? Understand what you are holding. Okay? Even if we had Bitcoin's market cap currently, we would be worth 71.3K. Okay? So in my mind, a $1 million QNT, when we have a utility-driven market, we have CBDCs, we have financial institutions, we have all of this money pouring in. We go back to this chart here. $1 million for QNT is going to look cheap. I suspect we could be at much higher targets, and this is a proven point to that aspect. We are extremely early in crypto still. We are in the infancy stages yet. So with that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. If you guys do want to get my personal exit strategies and all that kind of stuff, you guys can go check out NCashOfficial.com. The Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack is the best deal for your buck, and it does include everything on the website as well as all feature content for free at a 35% off price tag just yet. So with that in mind, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.